Hi, it's Kara. Okay, so as you all know, Empire has ended its season last night, and I just want to tell you a lot has happened in that episode, and there was just so much to handle, and I was just left quite pissed in some parts, but I was also left hanging. I want to know more, so I definitely cannot wait for season two, but basically, the episode starts off with Lucius having his issues, searching for Cookie because Cookie no longer wants him. She is with Malcolm, happily with Malcolm, and Lucius is constantly like, "Where's Cookie?" So Lucius is very devilish in this episode. He is so unredeemable. It's ridiculous that there are people who idolize him, but typically black men who idolize him. But he is just not a good person after you watch this episode. Lucius is just someone where it's hard to sympathize with. I definitely would not sympathize with him. He's like the light skinned, green eyed devil. He really is. And I said jokingly online that he reminds me of one of those villains in those Harlem Renaissance Gothic era novels where he is Satan in disguise. Like the story Sonny's Blues, I believe, where some jazz musician made a pact with a man who was really the devil in order to be a talented musician. But then the devil comes back and is like, "Come with me," and whisks him away to hell. And Lucius gives me those vibes. Like, he will be someone that will literally lure you into selling your soul to him just for some money or something like that. Lucius is just something where you just gotta watch your back. He is scary. He is really scary. I felt that the episode in particular was scary. There was the fight with Anika and Cookie. I did not think they would take it that far, but they did. But those punching sound effects was unnecessary. They pretty much made it comical, tried to really just make it about two women fighting, some sort of fetishist, fetishist, fetishist some fetishizing gaze of black women being pit against each other, which Anika totally deserved that slap, but it was way too late. It was like no one cared anymore whether Anika got her ass kicked or not. So many people felt that it was too late to have that fight. So I just feel like no one cared. It was kind of like whatever. Anika is Anika. We don't care. But that was pretty much the highlight of the episode for many people. Cookie is just she tried to kill Lucius. Lucius is doped up. He's in bed. Cookie comes in to check on him. Lucius is hallucinating. He basically sees the ghost of Monkey, the man he killed in the first episode with the big ass gold chain that I want something like that. But he's basically overcome with guilt when it comes to how he's admitting that he killed Bunky, and obviously he is filled up with guilt in a way, and he basically confesses subconsciously that he killed Bunky. Cookie was just like, "You son of a bitch, that was my cousin." She takes a pillow and tries to kill him. Of course, we all know that she wasn't really going to kill him. Then in the next scene, they are all in the kitchen. Jamal sees a video of Cookie attempting to murder Lucius. Cookie is like, that ain't what it looked like. That's not what it's about. But it clearly looks like she was just about to smother him with a pillow. Then it flashes back to a scene where when she was about to do it, Lucius's hand grabs her arm and she gasps, and then she pretty much resigns from her attempted murder. which then later on she gets arrested. Then Lucius gets arrested because apparently Vernon, who I always liked since the first episode, the dark-skinned character with white features, I always liked him because I feel like there aren't any dark-skinned black male characters in the show that are really positive. All of the dark-skinned male characters have been antagonistic towards Jussie Smollett's character, Jamal, who I love Jamal. He's my favorite character, but I just feel like they want to paint Jamal as this delicate but strong, light-skinned, masculine man who is being chastised by these mean, bullyish, darker-skinned black men. In the last episode, Jamal is being antagonized by his ex-wife's boyfriend, only to be killed by Malcolm, which I laughed because that was so funny. I feel like every time people are held hostage and we think they are going to be killed and they don't because someone else shoots the person that is holding the people hostage, it's a relief. So I just laughed, I cackled. Anyway, Vernon pretty much was the witness. I'm not sure if he snitched or not. I didn't really catch that, but I think it implied that Lucius gets off because guess what? Bitch ass white Rhonda kills Vernon, and I knew she killed him as soon as she struck him because what happened was there was this huge fight between Andre and Vernon. Well, let me tell you like this. Rhonda leaves, and I'm just like, and I was shocked because I was like, oh my God, Rhonda again, seriously ill, because I just don't like Rhonda. A lot of people do not like Rhonda at all. They just don't. And you know why. But then she's like, I'm leaving. And, I'm through because your affair with Jennifer Hudson's character just pushed me to the limit. Which I'm thinking, okay, but you were swinging with him a couple of episodes ago, so why now? Because it's a black woman? I don't know. I just felt like Lee Daniels is trying to make Rhonda the sympathetic white female character, which I have heard that he does a lot in his movies. He has to have that one redeemable, reasonable white woman that basically overshadows the black female characters, and I just don't like Rhonda's character for that. I am sure the woman playing her is a good actress, and I'm sure she's a nice person, but just how her character is executed and orchestrated, I just don't like Rhonda, because in the first episode she comes off as this cold white woman who obviously wants the money, and then it's like, you know what? Rhonda's not that bad. I don't care. We shouldn't assume. Okay, so we're just going to forget that Rhonda basically told her husband to kill his own brothers, pull a Cain and Abel. Are you kidding me? We're supposed to think that Rhonda is not as bad as anyone else. She's just as fucked up as everyone else, but she's white, so we're supposed to look at her as this reasonable character who gets mental illnesses, and every other black person is dunce who thinks mental illness is white people's disease. I don't like that. But when Andre and Vernon are fighting, Rhonda comes back. I couldn't even pretend to be sad anymore because I was like, no! And she's like, get off of him, oh baby, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm like, this is true love, this is so true love, I'm not like those other white women in those interracial relationships. It is so hokey, she didn't say that, but it's hokey like that, because Lee Daniels, I know what you are doing, and stop it, stop trying to always glorify black male and white woman relationships. They do it all of the time. Why do we need another? And that's why I had an issue with Jada Doll's tweet, because it's like black men and white women who both have privilege over black women, whose relationships are often used to antagonize black women, act like they are the most hated people in this society, which is so not true at all, not even close. So I just don't understand this whole let's make Rhonda and Andre out to be this amazing couple when they are completely gross. Andre is not perfect either, but I just don't like Rhonda because I feel Rhonda pushes Andre, and they even said it in the first fucking episode that clearly Rhonda is the one pushing him, and it has the nerve to act some type of way because Lucius doesn't like her. Cookie isn't too fond of her. Like, how dare you say that I'm a pretty white girl who is only called brilliant because of her pretty privilege? Seriously, Rhonda, just stop it. Stop it. You are a white girl. You will always be a white girl with white privilege. I don't care where you came up from. You're still the white woman in the show with the privilege. But anyway, she kills Vernon. Andre, being logical, is like, okay, we're going to call the police. He doesn't have a pulse. Oh, no, just leave him for dead because it doesn't even matter if he could be revived. It doesn't matter if he could still be alive and that the ambulance can come and take him away. I don't want to get in trouble because I don't want to ruin my pristine white privilege. Bitch, you are fucking white. He's a black man. You could have just said you felt threatened. This is so ignorant. Why did you have to kill him? Why? Why did you kill off Vernon? Now there's no more dark-skinned male characters left on the show because Monkey was killed in the first episode. I honestly thought it was Vernon. I thought that was Vernon who was killed. It wasn't, and thank God because I really liked Vernon. But now he's dead. He's dead. And he's not coming back. This episode was too much. And then Andre slut shames Jennifer Hudson's character by saying that she is spreading her legs for Lucius because he offered her a deal because she can sing. And of course she's like, wow, this is amazing. I can take it. But she's singing a song about twerking after she's talking about being a church girl, which I don't really see it as ironic. So many girls who like church, twerk, whatever, but you go from a Christian singer to singing secular music about twerking. It's obvious that it's trying to make money. You're trying to sell to a certain audience. And that's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, that was contrived. But I just felt like, Andre, why are you holding her to such a high standard? It's like he was saying, I thought you were this amazing Christian woman, and now you're just like everyone else. I held you to a high standard, and I feel like that juxtaposition between a black woman and a white woman, where a white woman can basically be anything that she wants, and then like Rhonda can be freaky, but then this Jennifer Hudson character has to be Christian and very pure and just very sexless, and then suddenly she is a problem because she is complex. So I just didn't really like how they tried to condense Jennifer Hudson's character into this sexless, religious-based woman, faith-based woman. And I just want to say I felt that her character was problematic. I believe she was a Christian therapist, but I wouldn't recommend Christian therapists to people. I feel like when it comes to therapy and mental health, religion really should not be put into play unless a person is truly needing religion to cope. I feel like her constantly trying to take him to church, her constantly trying to pray away his mental illness was something that was so problematic, and I know that is a huge issue in the black community. But I feel like Lee Daniels just goes around my Tumblr blog and has no originality. He just has no respect for integrity. He just has no respect for originality, and I'm just so disgusted that he is going on my blogs and watching my videos and my tweets and just taking all of my ideals and all of the womanist ideals when they talk about mental illness. But I just don't know what to say. I have to watch it again if I want to watch it again because this episode was so. It was a roller coaster of emotions. Oh, I forgot to say, Hakeem and Anika are sleeping together. Anika basically replaced Naomi Campbell, and now she's the light bright cougar, apparently. Like, she's the high yellow version of Naomi Campbell's character. And I just find that so gross. I didn't find Naomi and Hakeem gross, but I do find Anika gross because she was basically like his stepmother. I don't know how long she's been in his life, but I assume she was basically their stepmother. So the fact that she is now sleeping with Hakeem, who is really a boy, he's like 18 or in his late teens, but still, I just find that so disgusting. And I just don't really look at Anika with any respect because what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I feel like both Naomi Campbell's character and Anika were both taking advantage of Hakeem, but I feel like Anika is worse because that was basically his stepmom, and now she's just whatever. Hakeem rapped on stage and said that he was going to take Lucius's bitch. Lucius comes up and it's like Hakeem punches him. I really hate this ideal that Hakeem deserves child abuse or to be struck by a parent just as long as he's disrespectful. This ideal that, oh, well, you shouldn't have said that, so your parent can beat you with a blunt object like a broom, or your parent can punch you into your face. And I think they should have a conversation about how in a black community it is normalized to beat your child into respectability, and I just don't really like that narrative that this show is having about that. But what did you think of Empire? What did you think of the whole season? Did you like it? I loved it. I give it a 9 out of 10 on IMDb. Maybe some improvements. Hopefully season 2 is better. But I really liked it. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Because, oh my God, the comment section are dry as fuck. And I really need more comments. I really need your opinions on things, even if you don't agree or if you don't like it. I love feedback, so just let me know. But have a great day.